Need a worksheet for today? Check the description for the link. Sorry, is this the right stop saying class? Yep. Come in, sit down, have fun. Oh, okay, good. There's just so many. I know, all of the other stop saying classes look identical and boring, but don't worry. This is the good one. Morning. I'm really hungover, but how are you? Yeah, good. And you? Yeah, great. Listen, I don't know what to teach today, so what would you like to learn? I want grammar. I want vocabulary. I want Taylor Swift. Alexa, play Taylor Swift. Not again.
This is
no,
Taylor
Alexa,
Swift
don't
from
play Taylor
Spotify.
Swift. When I started the Stop Saying series, and every other YouTube teacher copied it, they all said, this word sounds wrong and sounds horrible. The words aren't wrong, okay? Those guys are just trying to get your clicks and your views. Don't listen to them. The point is, we just need to be careful sometimes with those words. Maybe the context, the tone, maybe it might sound rude in certain situations. I want can sound in English demanding or entitled, and you don't want to sound entitled. The main thing is it can sound rude. So let's look at some different ways that you can say, I want. Okay, you're in a coffee shop, a restaurant, a shop, and you want something. Here's a nice polite way to say that. A really nice polite way of saying, I want this is, sorry, could I get, or sorry, can I have? You can choose a load of different options here. The sorry, that's an option. It's a bit more British. We apologize for everything. Don't know why. Probably because we have a terrible history. But you have options. Could I? Sounds a bit more polite than can I. Just does. Have or get. Different verbs, same meaning. So an option. Sorry, can I get a coffee? Sorry, could I have a carrot cake? The whole cake. Thanks. You can use this structure not just to receive something physical. You can use it to ask details about a person. For example, sorry, can I get your Instagram? Yeah, of course, it's @PapaTeachMe. But if someone offers to get something for you, what could you say then? Can I get you anything? It's an offer. How could you say I want as a response to an offer? Starting with the obvious, I'd love a coffee, or I would like a coffee. Did you hear how I said those different? There's a reason for that. For me personally, obviously my opinion isn't the same as everyone who speaks English, but in my opinion, it feels more natural to use I'd like, I would like, in a restaurant or a coffee shop, in response to a waiter. Whereas I would use, oh, I'd love a coffee, responding to a friend offering me something at their house, for example. Why? This one sounds a bit more formal. This one, there's a bit more emotion. It sounds more friendly. Oh, I wouldn't mind a coffee if that's okay. The if that's okay, of course, that's an option. It sounds a bit more polite, a bit more British. When you say, I wouldn't mind, or I don't mind, literally it means it's not a problem, or it wouldn't be a problem for me. For example, sorry, would you mind if I smoked? No, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. It's not a problem. But you can use the exact same thing when you want something. Oh, I wouldn't mind a pineapple juice right now. You want a thing, but also if you want to do something. If you use this with a verb, make sure the verb is the ing form. For example, so it looks like the party's finished. What do you want to do now? I don't know. I wouldn't mind eating a kebab. Actually, I wouldn't mind going home. Pretty tired. Night. That verb in the ing form. I wouldn't mind eating. I wouldn't mind going. Another possibility is I could go for. Again, it just means I want. Oh, are you paying? You're paying? Okay, I could go for a latte. And you could use this when you want to suggest something. For example, you're right, what you doing? Yeah, I could go for a pizza, what about you? In that context, it's a really good way to suggest something. You know when you're not doing anything, and then suddenly, a thought about food or drink or something just comes to your head randomly, and you're like, oh, I want this thing, I want it right now. I could do with. Now, this could be used to say I want or I need, or something is necessary. But yeah, usually just when you want something, right? So you could say, I'm feeling a bit sad, I could do with some chocolate. But also, yes, it could be used for something is necessary. For example, my room right now is very messy and I'm not going to show you, but it could do with a clean. My mum might say to me, wow, your room could really do with a clean. Yeah. I know, it's weird, but you're learning English. You already know that English is weird. I fancy. Yes, it means I want. Way more British than American English, but don't worry, they understand. You could use it like this. I really fancy a pizza. But we could also use I fancy for people who we just feel like, I really fancy you. I want you. I'm in the mood for. That's your feeling at the moment. For example, it's so hot today. I'm in the mood for a cold shower and some sleep. Now again, all of these expressions basically mean I want blah blah blah. But yeah, they can have other meanings too. Same for this one. Ooh, I feel like a pizza. I want a pizza. But also, it could mean that you think you are something. For example, I feel stupid. I feel like an idiot. So usually in English, if you said something like, I feel like a pizza, everyone's parents will say this. Yeah, you look like one too. Every time. Every time. Important to remember with these expressions, if you want to do something, use the ing form. I could do with going out. I fancy staying in tonight. I'm in the mood for watching a movie. I feel like having a barbecue today. This next expression is very, very polite. It's really good. Oh, sorry, is there any chance I could get some water, please? Or is there any chance I could have some water? You would use this structure when you don't want to sound rude or demanding. It's very indirect, it's very informal. It's really good. Similar to this. Sorry, I don't suppose I could get some butter for my coffee, could I? I heard that some people do that. Commonly, yes, you'll use this with a question tag. I don't suppose I could get blah blah blah. Could I? That's a question tag. Don't worry if you don't understand question tags. Click that and you'll see a full explanation. But yeah, you would use these structures when, for example, you're at someone's house, you want to ask for something or something extra, and you don't want to sound rude or demanding. And finally, a really strong way to say I want. To be dying for or to something. You want it so much, it causes you pain. For example, this is me and this is any of my friends. I want to see this new Spider-Man movie so much that it hurts me. So I will say, I'm dying to see the new Spider-Man movie. But that's a verb. If I want a thing, I'll use for. I'm dying for carrot cake. But also, you can use this when you're really in pain. For example, can you get out of the toilet, please? I'm dying to pee. to be craving something, or I've got a craving for something. This is when you want something right now, but this is more just for the moment. Probably later you'll forget about it, and usually it's something weird. You know when pregnant women want something strange, like a cucumber with, I don't know, jam and peanut butter on? Actually, that sounds good. But anyway, some thought of food or drink hits you and you're like, I don't know why, I want this. I'm craving sugar. I've got a craving for cucumber dipped in pineapple juice. I don't know why. And finally, I've got a hankering for something. You will say this one in a happy, jokey way, not in a serious way. It's just something quick that you want, that you really crave right now. I don't know about you, but I've got a hankering for some pizza with pineapple on it. Thanks for watching. You can get the worksheet for today and many other lessons by joining my Patreon. The link is in the description, and I'll see you in the next class.